So many Asian people I know who live in North America have been taught to live in invisibility most of their lives. And the struggle I find with this is that it's not just that they're taught by their community or their Western environment, school, work, etc., which definitely teaches us that, right? It teaches us that to speak up for ourselves or even mentioning this is somehow being woke or somehow that we are going to start a revolution. When in fact, all we're basically saying is, well, why are we being seen in the same way that we do? But the deeper struggle that I have an issue with is how we teach ourselves this. And it's not just the internal racism or anything like that. What I'm talking about is the fact that we have a culture of invisibility. And that is, we oftentimes grew up with feeling like even the idea of saying thank you after receiving a compliment and not immediately wanting to give a compliment back, this type of action feels unsafe to us. Because traditionally, in my culture, being boastful was discouraged. You don't tout your own accomplishments. You don't talk about it. You let somebody else do it and give you accolades. But talking about it is not only boastful, but it's seen as selfish. And not to mention, it will get questioned as deserving. And as a result of this, over time, we just learn to shut ourselves down. We learn to stay quiet. We learn to nod along. And we learn to be the wallflower. And then we ask, well, why are we not being seen for our successes? Why are we not being visible? Being visible requires permission. Being visible requires for us to recognize one another, which is why as Asian Americans, I'm so adamant that one of the biggest things we need to do is we need to promote others. Because the idea is that if we start shining spotlights on one another, we can actually promote the entire community to rise up and grow.